Hey everyone, it's Ed here with another edition of IF and Love Cinema Mes de Terror edition. And today we're talking about Ruben Galindo Jr.'s Grave Robbers or Ladrones de Tumbas. Now, this is another one of Vinegar Syndrome's Mexican B horror movies. And of all of them, this is up there for me. It turns out this is the same director of Don't Panic. And I will be reviewing that a little bit later, but I've already seen it once. And that one and this one are so far like the cream of the crop. Vacaciones de Terror is actually his first movie, and I think he learned a lot of lessons from it because the cinematography is ambitious. Like, there are some really impressive shots here. There is a moving zoom dolly. If you know what a zoom dolly is, it's when the camera zooms in while the dolly pulls back, or vice versa. And that is a difficult shot to do when somebody is standing still. When somebody's moving within the space and you got to move with them and maintain all that focal depth, that's difficult. That was impressive. One of the cool things about watching Mexican slasher movies, especially if you know a lot about like American slasher movies, is how they're similar and how they're different. Mexico is a very Catholic country. And so a lot of their horror is based around like Satanism, and Ouija boards are like a running theme, all this like symbology and stuff. The slasher here is this satanic monk who is coming back from the dead to find a virgin to impregnate with the child of Satan. And the movie opens up with this really heavy metal, like it takes place during the Spanish Inquisition. The satanic monk is doing this ritual on this woman, and just before he does the deed to get her pregnant with the Satan child, a bunch of Catholic priests come in and they torture him, and then he gets an axe to his chest. The blood and the special effects here are fantastic all the way through. It starts off with just like being really impressive, but basic, the blade going in, and it all looks good. But as the movie continues on, like, this is a really solid slasher movie, guys. As the movie goes on, like, it gets really more imaginative and more impressive. The set design is awesome. Like it takes you to all these really cool locations one after another, and it culminates in this really okay, look, Ruben Galindo, I like your movies, man, but you have a bad habit of throwing your actors around just like fire with like loose clothing and 80s ass fucking super hairsprayed haircuts. Dude, it is a miracle that anybody survives making his movies, but like, he likes to use fire to really amp up the stakes, and as dangerous as it may be, it is effective. Not only am I genuinely concerned for the characters in the movie, but I'm genuinely concerned for the safety of the actors. Thankfully, everybody was fine in the end. I was about half an hour into it, and I'm like, this is an 88-minute movie. We have like 12 characters. This is a lot of red shirts, and this is a lot of red shirts. By the end of this movie, there's only about 4 survivors. The way that it's structured, it's like these 3 groups of characters. We have the father, who is a cop, and his like buddies. You know, one of them who is engaged to his daughter. We have his daughter and her 3 best friends who are all camping out in the woods. And then you have the actual grave robbers, who are these super 80s borderline punk characters with their attitude and stuff like that. In fact, the sort of leader of the bunch, the sort of dirtbag leader, looks like a Mexican Sam Neill. It's actually kind of funny. It sets up these 3 disparate sets of characters, and then you just kind of wonder, like, how is it all going to lead together? And yeah, the way that they all culminate and come together is part of the fun, and it helps sort of give it a propulsion that just makes this movie entertaining to watch from beginning to end. Grave Robbers is a Vinegar Syndrome release, and I've said it a million times, but I just want to keep saying this because I don't know if y'all have seen my other videos, but Vinegar Syndrome has a knack of putting a ton of love and care into every single one of their releases, and I love that they're putting this much love and care into like these little Mexican B movies. And I'm not just talking about their horror movies. Their Mexican Western collections are really damn good too. Just shout out to Vinegar Syndrome for putting this together, for making it look so good, for finding these like gold nuggets. I grew up watching Galavisión, Telemundo, and Univision like a lot of you guys. I know I know I used to watch these movies on TV. In fact, it's kind of trippy because I kind of recognize some scenes in a lot of these movies from when I was a kid. It's just cool to see him in this state. That is going to be it for today's review. Thank you guys for watching. If you've seen this movie, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe, hit that bell. If you want more notifications when my videos go up. Until then, peace.